we use in our house is just the tools and means for us to provide us, okay, and all the household stuff that we use, they are just the tools. So if our children do something wrong, break those tools, okay, broken those household stuff, okay, it's because our purpose of using those stuff and our kids' purpose of using those stuff are different. So if they was little, so like a little girl, and they destroy the lipsticks of their mother, okay, this is the toy to them, and we look at it as cosmetic. And when the kids got it broken, we punish the kid with strength. We shouldn't do that. We just have a different purpose of using, that's all. Okay. So let's tolerate your kid. Tolerate your kid. So the participant said that she has a boy and he already broken 3 of her lipsticks. Okay, and comment said that maybe later on he's become a researcher and creates a lot of different types of lipsticks, cosmetics producer or something. Okay, so kids is being a kid, they looking at everything as play and toys, okay, and have fun. But when we grow up, we become serious. Okay, we lose playing and we being an adult. Okay, my brother, he being himself, he doesn't go anywhere. If I tell him to sit there, he will sit there until I take him, put him somewhere else. When he was 3 years old, he didn't want to go anywhere, doing anything. And the first time that he worked, okay, we took him to grandma's house, right, and we tell him to sit, then he sit there, right. He 3 years old and he know how to work, but he refused to work. He didn't want to work. And that day when we at grandma's house, suddenly goat from the garden run into the house, and he's so scared of it, and he jumped up. He jumped up into the table. Okay. So at that time, everyone asking why didn't he work. I see it's normal. He if he doesn't want to work, he doesn't work, because we check on him, his health fine, his leg, his hand, everything is in the working condition. It's normal, but he just haven't start working. We haven't seen him start working at all. So it's his choice. Whenever he wants to work, he will start working. That's all. So me and my brothers, we kind of different. I already start talking and working around when I was about 10 months old, and I was talking a lot. Okay. Right. And when I start talking, I talk a whole sentence. Oh, it's drop. Let's pick it up. Going home. So if you want your children to be different, okay, then you don't need to teach your kid anything. Just hold the beautiful image of your kid, contain the beautiful image of your kid. Okay, I'll be honest with you. Okay, if you are my parents, I wouldn't be able to live with you. I was so stubborn, I was so argumentative, I was so of everything that you can even imagine. So Chị Uyên said that through this week learning 7 offerings, I realized that I am unable to hold the people, my loved one, in my heart. I am able to contain them, and I've learning this. I start changing. Yesterday, I start smiling a lot with everyone. Okay, so I have 2 children. Okay, and the boy often forget things, and the girls often complain about things, and when they're complaining, they start fighting with each other and telling us to go and sort it out. So I know that I already formed bad merit to all of them. Okay, so I tell my kids to listen to what you said yesterday, and I felt it's so funny that I tell my kids to listen to what you say regards and I also reflect on myself. I say that many times I do something for my kid, but inside of me, I was annoyed about it. Which means I've formed bad merit for myself and the kids. And thank you ever so much to the knowledge and for what you are giving to us. I have an inquiry today that today is the last days of our learning series. So you said that only speech can help us to accumulate balanced merit, and position offering can help us to accumulate balanced merit, but only when it's go with speech offering, then if a person had write down all of their experience and compile into a book and pass it to other people, then would that person also accumulate balanced merit? Then comment said, so how did that person accumulate balance, accumulate good merit, balanced merit? She said it's because of the written word. Okay, so look at this word, right? Look at these words on this diagram. Right? These are the words. It's just like sound. That's all. Without language, people cannot understand, cannot get what we share, right? So remember that the spoken word, the written words is just 7%. Okay, and if it's only words, then it's like sound, but it still have 7%. Okay, and if the person who wrote it, what is the energies of that person when he wrote it, then that will be the energies, and that's still 62%. They only lack 80%, 38% of the tone. But if people, someone take that book and read that book with their own tone, so depend on the person who read it, that turn it into an audio book. So if that person read that book, it has the same energy with the authors. Okay, then that make up of 100%. Okay, right. So depend on the book or the audio book, which one is better, but all of them are language, right? Okay. So people might not have the condition to speak, to say, so they can write it down. Even so, that is the language that people can read and receive. Someone in the Zoom said that we do not teach our children, but only hold the image, beautiful image of our children. Okay, so let me tell you this. That's, as a parent, you can teach your children. You show your children, you teach your children moral philosophy. Okay, and you teach them philosophy. You show them how to manage their mentality. And if they need to do something, do things that align with, follow the rules and follow the law. Okay, so what I'm saying that do not teach your kids, that means that you do not sit there and watch every action, every behavior that the kid does and criticize it and correct it. Okay, but obviously we have to teach our kids how to live, follow philosophy, follow moral philosophy. Okay, and whatever you do, you learn, your kid will follow you anyway. So what I'm saying in terms of do not teach your kids in terms of controlling their behavior and their action, because you keep controlling their behavior and their action, how can they continue to live? It's very difficult to live. Okay, so if you teach your kid and just leave your kid, don't bother to them, okay, wherever you can, so like natural living or unschooling, for example. Underschooling, then they do not know what right and what wrong, they do not know what should do, okay, they do not know that if they love someone, they need to cuddle that person, give that person a hard hug, okay. So if you don't teach them that, they may be, maybe by the time they're 3 years old, they like someone so much and they go to that person, they just hit them because they think that is love. Okay, so some people, they only feed their kids and didn't teach them anything, and by the time they're 3 years old, they do not know and understand what he's know, and he when he lies someone, no one even know, because he just keep hitting people and argue with people and everything. But then he participates in our environment, he start changing, he start seeing things and understanding things a lot. Okay, so that child is the first time that he take on a cup of water and then invite someone to drink. The whole community was so happy, everyone was so happy, right? So it's not like we do not teach your kid anything, but what I'm saying here, do not control your kid's action and behavior, because whatever inside your kid mind, that will express outside in his action. So you need to help his mindset, his perspective, okay, teaching him all the moral philosophy, okay, changing his awareness, okay. Otherwise, if you keep complaining about his action, it doesn't help at all. So you need to give him the life philosophy, moral philosophy, give him the knowledge of principle of life, okay, teaching him to share his lessons, impression, and realization throughout the day, and because every time you don't know the good things that your child says, it may be something that you're scared of, okay, and so you share with your kid that today you learned something and you see it's good, and you ask them what have they learned today. Okay. You can upgrade the social relationship with your kid. They can become your best friend, your close-knit friend. By the time you get old, you still talk to your kids, right? Okay. Like my mom is my best friend. Okay, I often tell her. I mean, up until now, I'm 50-something years old, and I still talk to my mom about a lot of things in my life. Okay, and I had a boyfriend. I used to have a boyfriend. And he's handsome and everything. He got good jobs, good career. His family is so well off. But when we interact with each other, it's strange that whenever I text him and I didn't address his name, he keep controlling my action. That when I text him, he said that, and I didn't address his name, he would say that, oh, who did I text to? If I text him, he must write his name and everything like that. So he controlled my action. And I said that, oh, I'm an adult, I'm grown up already. And he still controlling my action. My parents didn't even do that to me. Okay, so doesn't matter how handsome he is. Okay, how handsome he was, I still putting it off. Okay, in the South, they often have the saying, in the South Vietnamese, they often have a saying that lấy chúng chồng gan thì giống như cục gàn đau con mắt chó. I don't know how to translate this because it's so different in culture. So I really, if you marry a jealous man, everything will bother him. Yeah, if you married a jealous man, cục gàn, không biết cục gàn là cục gì nữa. Sorry, I'm trying to look up on dictionary to see what is cục gàn. So basically, if you married a jealous man, okay, he will, your life will be full of trouble. A jealous husband, your lives will be constantly in pain, okay, and miserable. Right. A jealous woman is bad already. A jealous man is even worse. Remember that, or woman. Okay, that's a Vietnamese saying. Okay, right. And I often tell my mom all of the problems that I had with my boyfriend. Okay, and I just want to find agreement with my mom. That's all. Right. So we need to give our kids. It's not like we don't teach them anything. We teach them the principle of lie. If they have any inquiry, they should have the inquiry aligned with their design. Okay, and someone said that someone earlier said they have the kid often fighting to see who's right and who's wrong. So cô Hiến, she teach her kids very well. One time, her boy came into her and crying. So he's 2 years old. So cô Hiến said that, oh, is comment teach you? No. So is there someone else teach you? No. Is there someone else teach you? No. Okay. So she asked around everyone. Okay, and he said, "There's no one else." Okay, and then he said, "Oh, Mom," and then they start laughing. Okay, so she do that every single time, and she told me that you know that when that situation happened, we are not there. We're not there, so we don't know who right, who wrong. Okay. So if we say that if we punish the kids for this one right and this one wrong, that's not right either. Okay, and the kids, they always want us to be on their side. Okay, so but that is not fair either for us and for both of them. I mean, they grow up now, then so when they grow up now, and then whenever they fight, cô Hiến will sit them down and then ask, so what do you want? What do you want? Are you brothers? Okay, are you brothers? Then you are brothers, right? Okay, if you brother, you love each other, right? So if you love each other now, what do you want? You want me to punish the other one? Punish the other ones? What do you want? Okay, do you want me to punish your brother? Okay, so if not, then what do you want? Okay, so if you calm down, then whatever you want, you can do it together. You can do it together, right? Okay, right. And my house, we are not allowed to tell on my parents, okay? Because my mom always said that whatever we want, we need to sit down calmly, discuss with each other, and then resolving it. If we tell on the other one, then my mom will punish all of us. Doesn't matter who right who wrong, okay? We punish all of us. Doesn't matter who right or wrong, and then she will resolve it after we all get punished, okay? So then no one in the past, none of us tell on each other. I mean, I don't know if that's right or wrong. I'm not encouraging it, but that's what happened in my family. No one tell on each other. If we disagree, we sit down and discuss, okay? Because as soon as we tell on each other, then we all get punished, okay? And when we are stuck, then we go to mom and tell her that, oh, mother, we can resolve this. Can you help us, okay? And the day that mom given this that rule, no one got punished, okay? Because if we tell on each other, then we don't want to get punished anyway, right? Okay, so if you have multiple children, this is what we do. I don't know if you want to do the same thing, but that will be different. Each family different, right? But if your children tell on you, tell on the other one, tell you on the other one, then you should listen. You should listen before you judge, before you act, okay? And then you ask your kids what do they want, and if you can satisfy what they want without affecting the other people, then do that, okay? So if you listen to your child, then they feel left out, and that's be difficult, that they will feel unfair, okay? Then we need to listen with wisdom. We need to listen with wisdom, because most often we heard our children got problem, right? We often get annoyed, okay? And some parents will punish their kids immediately, but that's not fair. But they haven't looked at the whole things with the big pictures, and when you calm down, listen to the whole thing, it's a different story, okay? Another participant said that if the sister fight with the younger brother, then the sister got punished. Comment said, oh my goodness, that's so cruel. Do you mind if I please share? So she said that. Do you mind if that said that thank you ever so much, teacher. The last few days I learned the 6 offerings. And yesterday when I heard you talk about the body offering, I found it so valuable. I learned a lot of lessons, good lessons. The last few days we are mentor here, and we understand that 7 offerings, we need to use them, we need to apply them in our life as our breath, and we should do 7 offerings everywhere. And we should, and yesterday you talk about the orders of the helping people. That is the people who need us, who close to us, who earn, people who's honoring Christ, and people who's our benefactors too. I see that if we want to create value to other people, and then the body offerings is the acts of kindness that we give to other people, then we do that to the people who close to us, who love us, okay, our children. So how can we create value to our loved one and the people who close to us? Then we should, isn't that we should, so all of the non-materials, we transfer them into material Okay, materials aspect. So the people who so let's say we turn the non-materials into material things, as what we say to them, what we giving to them, the act of kindness that we can give to them to create value. Because giving people material money is the lowest level. Giving people competencies is middle level, and giving people's perspective is the highest level, and that will help us to orient people's life and help them to have the frequency that align with what they desire. So when we help our children or anyone who in difficulty, then through those presents that we can give them, that you call the baggage wrap, that baggage pack inside moral philosophy. Because in our life, people often give each other present, but if we can give them with moral philosophy, and that means we can spread the philosophy of root education, and it turn into the non-material turning into non-material, and then at that time the acts of kindness can be our heart offerings. We honoring gratitude for people who receive our present. We holding people in our heart to see all of their beautiful, of their goodness. And if we can give, so she talked a lot about theory that we learned yesterday. Anyway, so that's time we can create the most valued people by applying this 7 offering. And I realize the value that if we can balance our merit, merit of ourselves and other people. Let's say I've asked my children to do the house chores, and if I want to balance merit by reminding them doing the house chores to create value, that be different. Okay, because we want to create the most value, and I often organize charities, so I understand how to give present to people with honoring gratitude mentality, and that is the peak. And at that time I can enclose into it the moral philosophy knowledge. So thank you for cô Nhung sharing that we need to know how to non-materials or the material aspect, and when we listen, we can receive, welcome the presence come to us. And yesterday you talked about negative good deed, good merit, and positive good merit. Okay, so that's positive good merit because we are honoring gratitude during the process of so I say it's very good. It's have the connection of all the session. And yesterday you also told the story of when you were starting with Thầy, with our teachers, and that impressed me so much. Okay. Thank you everyone for listening to me. I'm honoring gratitude. Cô Minh says that I'm so grateful cho chị Mai. Thank you for summarize the lessons. There's a noise. Today we continue with the last offering. That is position offering. Position offering is the we offer people our seat. Okay, offer people our seat. We're giving our seat to people. So that position offering our seat position. Okay. Offering, giving seat, giving seat. Offering seat. Offering seat. If you go on a bus and you see an old people, a pregnant woman, right, and you are sitting at a good position, then normally you would stand up and give your seat, offer your seat to them. So that's the simplest way of understanding. So the place where you sit, that is a good place. So you spare that seat to people, you give up that seat to people, you offer the seat to people, right? But what we're talking here, the essence of it is similar, but we're talking in deeper at the level of what we can position offering to others. It's not just the seat, not just a seat in the bus, right? That can be body offering. Offering means that you do the act of kindness to others. You offer act of kindness to other people. And offering, a position offering we learn here is have a deeper meaning. A deeper meaning. Okay. A deeper meaning. So position offerings. We are offering a seat, right? So we offering positions, a role, competency, ability. So seat position, seat position, okay, have ability, competency, okay. So whatever best that you have, either is seat position, your ability, your competency, what you have, you offer that to other people. Okay, we can use the word that is our reality. That is our good reality. So please write down this sentence. Okay. Position offering is the highest form of giving. Position offering is the highest form of offering. Position offering is the highest form of offering. Position offering is the highest form of offering. So it's not about offering material things. It's about offering your seat, your position, your place of contribution, so that others may rise, learn, or grow in your presence. So position offerings is the pick of offerings help the receiver have the position of reality same with us or more than us. Same or more than us. Same or more than us. All right, you finished writing? So position offering is the picks of offering. Okay, so within all of the 7 offering, position offering is the pick. Because why? Because all other offerings, we know that all other offerings, when we do them, we can accumulate good deed, good merit, and balanced merit. And we know that with position offering, why do we say position offering is the pick? Because if you do it right, yeah, then whatever you have that is good, you will pass it on to people. You will offering that to people. But let's earn it to yourself, right? Let's earn it to yourself. If you have something good, would you willing to give it to others? And would you want others to be better off than you? Right? Let's be honest here. Okay? Let's be honest here. Let's be integrity here. Right? I don't know any of that. Okay? So with me and my family, if we have anything good, we share it to everyone. Okay? I remember in the transformation body, internal body transformation class, right? And we have a student, she have a beautiful body, right? I asked her, oh, how many people she have shared this? And she said, no, I haven't shared anyone, because if I share to others, then they will have more beautiful body than me. And I thinking that, oh my God, this person, she only learned the exercise class. She doesn't learn any other class. In the past, I met someone who has a beautiful lip, and I love a full, thick, shiny lip, and she had that. Okay. People often said that I'm talkative because my lips in the past is very thin. And then I ask people, I ask that person how to have that beautiful lip, and that person tell me the step 1, step 2, step 3 of doing it, and she told me that do not tell anyone. Do not tell anyone what to do to have a thicker lip. And I was so naive. Whatever she told me to do, I do it. But then my lip didn't turn out as beautiful as she was. So I told other people that, oh my goodness, that lady, she have a beautiful lip. Right. She has a beautiful lip, and I copy what she's doing, but I didn't manage to have it. And people said that, oh, it's not true. She actually injects her lip. Okay. So I didn't want to do any of that. Okay. Right, so most of us, we know that position offering will help us to accumulate good merit, right? But not everyone can do it. Because that's why we say position offering is the pick of offering, because we all know that position offering will accumulate us balanced merit, but not all of us will pass everything that we have, or the good thing that we have, for other people, because otherwise they be better than us, and we do not want that to happen. So that's why position offering is a pick-up offering. So position offering possibly accumulate balance merit. If we can help other people, know how to help others to elevate their wisdom to wisdom 3. But how many people willing to do that? How many people willing to pass all the good things that you have to others so they can be like you or better than you? Okay. Anyone here of you to have a talent, something good, and you have transferred it to others and want others to be better than you? Any of you here is like that? Please sharing your reality. Anyone? Okay. Anyone? Right. I see people raising hand. Let's listen. Okay. Chị Hoa said, I learned English before I start Mentor 7. So before Mentor 7, I started the entrepreneur course already. And when I learned English in school, then I moved into work in the Chinese company. So I didn't really use English at all. So when I joined into it, I have to learn English again, start learning English again. And then I be persistent, diligent to learn. I participate in all the class, and then one day there's a teacher she opened her own class, and she told me that, oh, I'm very good with English now. She want me to help when she's busy, the day that she's busy. And at the beginning I thought, oh, I'm just starting to learn English, I don't know what to say. But she told me that I'm really good, I should share my English, so that I've confidently becoming the MC and share what I know. And then after that I realized that my English getting better every day. And I in the past I think that I learned only for myself, but now I learn for so many people. So anything that we do not know, and then afterward I understand that if we want to be good, then we still have to accumulate good merit for that job that we do. Okay. Thank you, chị Mỹ Hoa. So why chị Mỹ Hoa sharing a lot of people put chat into chat box? There's someone we help to train their staff to become like her in the company. There is a trainer trains order to be as healthy, as good at them. So in our class we have so many people helping others to be as good or better, right? Okay. Let's listen to chị Lan Anh sharing her reality. Chị Lan Anh said, thank you, cô Quế Minh, for calling me. And my name is Lan Anh. My number is 5123 from how to 63. I would like to share my story. So I have worked in a very good company. So my boss actually showed me to he showed everything to me, and he showed me what I need to do. Okay. He's also he also passed down everything that he know, include all the tip and trick and all of his knowledge. Okay, so I've appreciated too much. And then I have a friend. My friend told me, my friend is into Mentor 7 as well, and my friend told me, my friend really want to be able to stand up and share in front of many people, and she is a teacher. So some of you here is a teacher, so you know that a person we often share is student. Okay, so and eventually I share with my friend all the experience and everything that I know about how to be able to share with others. And after many times that I recognize my friend and share with my friend, and eventually my friend now be able to do all of that very good without me now. Okay, so you have passed them, you have given them what to do, and so let's see, you are a mentor, so that's good, you'll be able to do that. Let's say what chị Thủy gonna say. Thank you, go with position offering. Now I learn it, I understand, I clarify the definitions of position offering in my life. Maybe people already done it, but we haven't recognized it properly yet. And myself, I work in the public company. So when people join my department, with new people join my department, I consult to the government, and there is a lot of majors in our field. So there's a new people, when they join my department, the government they have a high demand if we submit a report and there is a few mistype, few typo, then that will be punished as well. That's not acceptable. Okay, and if we consult them not it's wrongly, then the result, that result, the whole department has to carry, not just that one person. So I'm so afraid that one report that we sent to them have been returned, and the person who came before them, I joined before them. So every time they have to submit a report, they give it to me to read, and I have to correct it over and over again and guide them to focus on a particular information in order to consult them the right way. Because if we consult them wrongly, then they return it to us, and the whole of our department gonna get affected and for a long time later on, my friend and that person who I help now become one of the most popular consultant for the government, and she nowadays she often messages me. She moved to the work in the north now, but now she send me a thank you note, and she said that she managed to learn to become a better person and a better in her career. So she show her honoring gratitude to become excellent in her occupant, in her profession, and I am so happy because of that. Also with my staff or the student who newcomer join my department, I also help them and guide them to become better in their professional career. All right. Thank you for listening. So we have procedures in our organization. We have procedure to organize an event. Whatever you do, if you have procedures, that is awesome. Okay, that can smooth out everything, because if you step out and someone step in, they can take over it, so they do not need to learn all the experience so for so many years, but they just need to take on the procedures, and then they can go ahead and manage it. So is there all of you in here, so the people have the my intention to position offering order, right? Let's listen to few more position offering reality. Chị Xuân said that I'm from house 338. My reality, the 7 offering has affected my life so much. Do you know that? Comment said, oh, I don't know. Would you tell me? Okay, so I didn't have a need to communicate with anyone, and when I come to which 7 offering has affected, influenced me too much, I didn't learn it properly, but now I learned it, and I realized that I used to do position offering, and me and my husband, we built up of holiday facility, and recently there's someone come and ask us to show them what to do. So I have showed them every single thing of building a tourist area. Okay, so I have a resort area, and I have showed them what to do, how to cook the food, how to greet the guests, and every single thing. Okay, so before, when I think about position offering, I only think about giving people money, right? I only like reading. I didn't like to communicate with people, but after learning about 7 offering, I start to talk to people. I understand that I was so naive. I didn't understand anything about communicating that actually can bring happiness to others, and that will enrich my life. So thank you ever so much for this opportunity to learn in Mentor 7. Okay, so instead of thinking that yourself before as a naive, then thinking yourself now is much better. My husband often reminds me this. Okay, he's often tell me that when I said to him that, oh, I'm full now, I don't want to eat it anymore, I fed up a bit, and then he said that, oh, just say that you full. Don't need to say you're fed up of it, otherwise it's gonna affect your merit. Okay, and the way you're doing it, no, not everyone in society can do that. So you have done position offering. That is the pick up offering by showing every people every single detail of how to open a tourist area. You have done the picks of offerings, and the people will not see the futures. They said that we sell with friends and we do business in with the village, right? So the more you helping other, the more your business gonna grow. It's not a competition, and you can even create a change of tourists. And if it's just you, there will be a small group of tourists. But if there's a many tourist resort there, then there will be a big group of people come to you, right? Okay. So while that you talk, you cook, and you can teach other people to cook as good as you, right? I remember that one time my friend was cooking to prepare the meal for all the leader to gather for cooking for a meeting, and I stand aside and watch. And she did. And when I start asking, oh, this one, put it in here, right? That's one, we use it here. And she said, no, don't ask, just stand there and watch. Okay, do not ask. I said, why is that? And she said that this formula to cook pho, I had to buy it with 50,000 million Vietnam đồng, and that's was like 8 years ago. Okay, so the formula of cooking pho cost so much. Okay, but obviously she cooked pho amazingly. I ate it once and I love pho until today, but she didn't let anyone watch her cooking. She didn't let anyone watch her cooking, and because in her mind she think that doesn't matter how much she show me, I still unable to cook, right? I can memorize things very good. When I watch her, I remember up to today what she done, how to make the water clearer, but it costs a lot of money, right? It cost her a lot of money. I watched it once and I remember, but she was so sure that I would never cook pho, so she let me watch. Okay, and so that's why we said in our society, not simple for people to show their trade, their secret of trade. Yeah. Okay, and they try to hide. There's some career, some career choice that like all the handmade, and we call it parents pass down to children for many generation. Okay, and it's like family tradition, so they have the family recipe and they pass down the trade to their children only, and they only pick certain child to pass down. They don't pass it down to anyone and everyone. Okay. And chị Nga sharing that she worked at a very important position before, and then once a new person coming in, she showing that person every step of the way to the better position. Okay, so let's listen to chị Phương. In the past, I do business in the market and open a business in market, and there's someone, it's my client. There's a client of mine. I sell things in bulk. I didn't sell things in retail, and when she come to buy the stuff, I feel pity for her. She doesn't have any job at that moment. She looking for a job, so I tell her to come to me, and if you are hardworking, I will show her what to do and teach her. And since she didn't know anything until I teach her, I show her the trade until she know everything, and I really show her all my heart, every single thing, until she be able to stand on her own feet. And I know that when I started at the beginning, I didn't know anything, but now if I can help people, then I'm willing to help. And now I come into learn into which I realize that I have already done I already position offering. I have helped people, and if I can help, I help immediately. I don't mind. Okay. Okay, so comment. So you help other people. You want to pass everything to other people, right? So all of you raising hand right now, you okay. I want you to think a bit more. I want you to think a bit more that you share the reality that you help people and you want people to receive the value, right? But if you can imagine that, what have you passed on to them, and you can pass that on to 10,000 people, okay, 1,000 people, 10,000 people, the same thing or not, right? Let's say, for example, earlier chị Thủy was saying that she have a procedure. She used that procedure and show so many people after that. That's good. The rest of you in here, you based on your own experience and close-knit relationship, that you show it to others so they can receive it. Okay. Last question is again, can you use the same? Can you do the same way that you showing other people and show it to another 1,000 people? Can you do that? Okay, so you help people, right? You currently helping people in terms of, yes, you offering them what you have, but the way that you do is more like body offering. You helping one individual with your acts of kindness. Okay, so we have to understand the difference between body offering and position offering here, and that's why you don't understand that you have body offering. Okay, so you think other people need your help, so you help them until that person can help themselves. So that is body offering. So all the offering, they are connected to each other and they cooperate with each other. But position offering is different in terms of the moment that we start, we already see the end result, and we already know that we need to position offering for whom, in order for them to be able to do to make the results better, and it's go long for a period of time. So now we are not clear how the work gonna be done how to start, how to end, and then why we doing that job is convenient that someone tag along and when we're showing what to do, right? So there's a many level of position offering. So position offering is a pick up offering, but within position offering there is many levels. So whatever we do, we know what the procedure, we know the whole picture of what we do, and then we take initiative to pass on that knowledge for people. So that is the pick of the pick. Okay, for example, you can position offering for your children, for your employees, for your staff, okay, for your friend, okay, right. So just like what all of you shared, okay. So you do your business, you have never thought of pass on that business to anyone, but then someone tag along and then you show that person what to do. So you show them everything, right? Okay, that's different from position offering. The pickup offering is mean we take initiative before we start. We know what's the end result. Okay, you know when you're gonna leave, you know what exactly you need to pass on to that person, when to pass that on to that person. Okay, so that means we can take initiative to have so many people. Do you understand what I'm saying? Position offering have many levels of it. The first level is whatever you have, you pass that on for whoever closer to you, whoever close to you. The second level is like chị Thủy, you compile into a procedures and then you pass that procedure on for a number of people. Okay, the highest pick of position offering is that we can see the whole picture, the big picture of what we need to do. We see the end result already, and we know that every single step what it needed to be done, and we know who needs to be in which position in order for everything to be done smoothly. Okay, even the people that we giving them position offering, they do not have a need for it, but they will activate that need in order to receive what we offer them. Just like yourself, or you sitting here, right? In the past, any of you have a thought you're gonna become an inner being coaching, consulting specialist? No, right? Okay. In the past, have you want to become a mentor? No, you didn't want to become, you didn't even understand what is inner being, right? But in the process of enriching people's life, of helping people to master their health, their finances, their relationship, their inner being, our teachers have created huge pictures of who in which position, what needs to be done. Okay, and he laid out already. And then people in the community, when they join in, it's convenient, they will receive all of that. Okay, so and we have the procedure, the process to help people, to influence people, awareness. Okay, so position offering, the top pick of position offering means that we take initiative to see the whole pictures, and then we're going to share it for so many people, not just one or two individuals. And when you share your reality, I see that most of you have inconvenience somewhere appear in your life, and you share what you have to them. So the next level, the higher level, is like chị Thủy. So she compiled into a procedure, and then she applied that procedure to position offering to someone. So the top highest pick of position offering means that we compiled it into the 15 source concept, a set of 15 source concept, and we pass that on to people, then they all can do it. So that is the highest level, right? With chị Thủy, the people outside of your industry, they cannot take on that procedure, right? They cannot utilize your procedure. So the highest the highest peak of the position offering means that we can position offering for people who have no idea what to do, doesn't know what to do. They still can be able to do that. Obviously, we need a preparation time with the highest peak position offering. We need a preparation time to prepare an environment for people who want to receive this, okay, in order for them to receive. Right, so the mind intention that we should have, why we doing this, why we doing the 7 offerings, is that heaven's ways is diligent. Heaven wise is diligent. Tiếng đã cần. Wealth is those people gather. Wealth dissolve. People gather. People gather. Okay. Tài tang nhân tộc. Okay. Benevolent. Lead the world. Benevolent. Lead the world. Okay. Bác ái lãnh chúng. Moral virtue apply to all. Moral virtue for all. Okay, so how do we understand this? Heaven's ways is diligence. Wealth is how people gather. Benevolence leads the world. Moral virtue for all. Okay, so how do we understand this? With heaven wise is diligence. Okay, so the heaven wise is that we got to be diligently doing something over and over again until we achieve the result. Okay, which okay, so that is heaven way. That is the rule of heaven, is we need to be diligent, repeat over and over again what we need to do. The ways of heaven. Okay, the ways of heaven is that nothing begins without effort before. So this is the path of human efforts in life: being diligent, working hard, showing up with persistence. Okay, and the heaven respond to diligence. So heaven, the way of heaven is that nothing begins with effort. So before money comes, something must be given first, and that is our diligence. So if we want to change our life, if we want to want generational wealth and the transformation of thousands of young lives, but we can't even wake up and speak a few encouraging words each morning and evening, then how can we expect result, right? So when we don't have money, other offer diligence and money will come. So many people worry, measure, calculate, and asking, what should I do to make money? But they forget one thing, that do anything with diligence and money will follow. So whoever give diligence will have financial wealth. It may not come at all as once, but it will come. Okay, and then Okay, our life, we need wealth. Wealth is money, talent. So wealth is those people gather. Okay, when you have money, give it and people will come. Okay, most people think money is capital, but in truth, people are the real capital. Okay, and yes, money can be, and yes, money can be capital, but is it truly become capital? It must first pass through the a sacred transformation, turning money into people. So if you don't understand this financial principle, you waste time trying to use money as capital. And when the true breaking through comes only when money gathers people, and people becomes the real force. If you start a business and focus only on money, but forget the people, you fail, because your concept of capital is broken. Just like in the past, like our teachers have a house, we have food for everyone to gather together. So everyone gather, live with our teacher, but they didn't need the money from him, didn't need him to pay them, but they still need food to eat and a shelter to live in, right? It still costs something, okay? And remember that wealth is those people gather, and money, finances, that our finance, our money, that we can raise our capital, that's up to us, okay? So that's why we have the next sentence is benevolence leads the world. So benevolence is, so once you have people, you offer love, the humanity, the way that you loving people, your benevolence, and so your mission will come. So when you have people around you, you give them love, you spread joy, you support them genuinely, okay? Then the vocation, the career vocation is born from love for humanity. So if your career, your vocation haven't arrived, it might be because your love for people hasn't matured yet. And if you love others deeply and give patiently, then money will gather itself. For example, if you share your knowledge with diligence and patience, over time you will build a vocation by transforming the consciousness of others. And it won't matter how long it takes. You keep going because it's true, it's real. You'll be able to do it. Okay. So the word here is that just the people leads humanity. Benevolent leads, so the crown. Benevolent leads the crown. Okay, crown. So we use benevolent to lead people. And moral virtue for all, we use our moral virtue to work the whole world. So when your vocation arrive, you give away your wisdom and joy will come. Okay, so at this stage you build something, you succeed, you have arrived, and now it's time to give it away, to transfer everything you achieve, or your success, or your lesson, or your source concept. So that's where true joy begins. It's like in the beginning you can't cook, so you patiently, diligently practice cooking, and once you can cook, you spend money to invite others for a meal, and then you lovingly teach others how to cook, and as they begin to teach others in turn, that's when you reach moral virtue for all. So when we pass on what we have built, that's when we enter a new kind of life. So one of legacy, leadership, and luminous joys, and that's the essence of position offering. We offer our presence, our position, our wisdom, and so others may rise. Okay, so heaven ways is diligent, and well dissolved people gather. So when we position offering for people. If people don't gather around us, how can we position offering, right? So in order to do position offering to so many people, first we need to do heavens. We need to follow heaven's ways is diligent. Okay, so I share with you the reality as well as give you the information. Our teachers have been diligently sharing the in a being class to people from 2013 until 2021. Then we start having the online class, okay, and then he be able to position offering for so many people, because for so long he has been diligently doing it, okay. And then when it reached COVID time, the end of COVID, our new year, end of 2020, okay, everyone tell him to open the class, and no one allow our teacher to open an offline class. So he's have been gather people for so long, since 2013 until so for like 7 to 9 years already. And then we have a bunch of people waiting to learn offline, and they keep waiting and waiting. They're waiting for so long. The list is getting longer and longer. We don't know when the COVID is finished. And then during COVID time, people need inner peace in their life, okay. So then everyone asked teacher to open an online class, and he said, all right, so he will open an online class. Let's give him a list. And everyone gave him a list. That's about a few hundred people, and he said, okay, let's open it online. Okay, we can learn 2 days, 2 nights online continuously. And I told him that 2 days, 2 nights, so maybe 7 sessions. And then after 7 sessions, people said to him that that's not good enough. Let's do 10 sessions, okay. And people said that there's a 10 session, because 7 within session we can't finish all the content. And then after 10 sessions, people said it's not enough. You still haven't talked about a virtue, haven't talked about 7 offerings, haven't talked about so much. So he asked him to increase it to 15 sessions. All right. He started to share 15 sessions. So from the K16, from 15th class, from the 17th class, teacher increased it into 21 sessions, right? So everyone start having practice a new habit of get into the inner being class with 21 sessions. And in order to do all of that, we need many people helping us from doing Zoom or the technical or of the operation behind. So in order to have people gather, we have to give out money. So wealth dissolve. So our wealth dissolve, and people will gather. So our money doesn't go anywhere. We do not lose it. We just invest that in people. So using the money to invest in people is the wisest investment, okay? Because one person can create so much value that we cannot count. And at that time, our teacher didn't have much money anyway, but because of his heaven wise is diligence. So that's why the house that he let us stay there is because given to us by someone he has helped in the past, and she value us. So she asked whether we want a bigger house to for people to gather, and she will rebuild it so we can all stay there, we can all gather there to work together. And she only collect money as a for fun, so it's not that she actually collect any money. Okay, so wealth here we talk about is wealth that from society, and wealth, okay, here we do not use it for our personal use, but we dissolve it in order to invest in people, and people will gather around us. Okay, and so thầy didn't spend much money on renting the house, but he has been providing that value to society, and a lot of people help with rice, help with food, help with whatever they have, they give. Okay, obviously they still have to take care of the group of people who gather around him, but society, they also help the people in community. They also help specifically the house that been given by someone, and together we all eat and work, and then providing value for society. So remember, if you do not put and give any money, then no one gather you. Even if you want to invite your friend come to your house, you have to open a party, organize a party, spending money and gather people in, right? Okay, because well, dissolving people gather. Okay, that is the straight meaning of it. Okay, benevolence leads to the word. What does it mean? So the people gather around you, and if you do not love them, then they may fight each other, right? You have to love them, hold them in your heart, and be generous to them, and lead them, and guide them, teach them. Okay, because the people here, because the word here is that everyone, okay, a lot of people, they're gonna be there. Okay, so in order to lead people, in order to position offering, then first we have to do heaven twice is the religion. Okay, and for people to gather, and when people gather, wealth will dissolve wealth for people to gather. When people gather, we have to, benevolence leads the word. Okay, you have to love people, and to lead people. When you start a group, right? Do you love people? Do you really take care of people? Do you really lead people? And how many years you're gonna lead them? And where you're gonna take them to? Okay, so where you take them to go the moral, to go to moral virtue. Take them to the world. Okay. Okay, and we okay. So you gather people, you take them all over the world. Okay, and do you so when you open a group, right? Okay, you just have to spend your time with that group, right? And how much is your working hour? So how much of your working hour you can equivalent that to so basically you spend your working hour to them, and do you love them enough to lead them, to guide them, and and love is one thing. Your moral virtue is that enough to lead people go to the world. Okay, right? Okay, to 4 continents and 5 seas, 5 continents and 4 seas. Right? You learn about virtue already, right? The virtue that we learned is what? Humanity, propriety, accountability, wisdom, and trustworthiness. So what do we do? According to the rules, the law, the government law as well. Okay, so when you gather people, do you accountable for them? So you are here in Mentor 7, then we be responsible for you. We take accountability for you to be here, and how you grow, how you learn. Okay, there's teachers, supporting teachers in your group to help you, right? And there's a teacher from the organization who can also help you as well, unless you are leaving the organization, leaving the group, okay, an organization. Otherwise, whatever you do and wherever you go now, it's been taken care of the organization. Okay. So we go over the words. We can go to Australia with a mentor in Australia, America, Europe, right? And then you gather together and you receive the position offering, okay? And then you have the ability to go the word with each other, right? And that position offering is when we position offering the 15 source set, the set of 15 source concept, okay? The set of 15 source concept, and you already learned about this, okay? Okay. First is all the laws, okay? First is all the law. Okay, do you remember who shared this law to you? Okay, law. Do you remember who shared these laws? All the laws, then principle. So all the laws and principles in the mentor. And then keys. Do you remember who shared the key topic to use? Okay. Okay, it doesn't matter if you don't remember. Okay, okay. Laws, principles, keys. The key. Oh, share that. Just don't remember. Okay, let's write them all down, and then you can check it back later. Okay, formula. Formula. We're learning about it, right? Okay. What formula we're learning right now? Okay, and method. Okay. Rule. Okay. Sorry, method and rule should be the same line. Okay. And then tools and means. Tools and means in the same line. So tools and means. So it's not together, but the methods go with rules and the tools go with means. Okay, they are not the same things. Okay, okay. So tools means. Okay, so when we share online, the tools is the paper, the means is the Zoom. Okay, so they together. A method normally go with rules. Okay, and environment. Okay, perspectives. Perspective. Okay, mentality. Competency. Okay. Rituals, ceremonies. Rituals is what we read every morning. Okay. Ceremonies. Okay. Reference system. Source concept. And code. Pin and code. Right. Okay. So when you do something, bring these 15 set of source concept into it, and then copy and transmit them clearly. Then over time, others will be able to do it too. Okay. So in order to offering to thousands of people, first we need to have heaven's way is diligence. Secondly, we need to well-dissolved people gather, and then we need to have benevolence, list people. Then we need moral virtues for the world, okay? And we need moral to go the world, okay? To go for the world, and the word here that we give the continue to create value to the world, right? So after we've done all of this, then what we give offering. Position offering to other. We need to position offering the laws, the principle, the key, formula, methods, rules, tools, means, environments, perspective, mentality, competency, ritual, ceremonies, reference system, source concept, and code. Okay, with mentor, which we have the page of the 15 source concept of inner being consulting coaching specialist, right? The house 322, they gather together and read this every day. Okay, the house 322, they has been given the task of reading this every day, and we have been given this knowledge every day. So the laws with Ngày and Thầy Tuấn Anh share with us. Okay, principle I shared it, and the key I share it with cô Vũ Phương. Okay, so Minh and cô Vũ Phương. Principle is Minh, key. Okay, so formula cô Vũ Phương sharing, methods we haven't learned it yet. Okay, and rules we haven't learned it yet. So tools and means depend. You go into one offsite practice. Okay, you need a whole whiteboard, paper, marker, right, chairs, etc. Environment is the environment where there's environments of the people with 9 refined character, and this environment include the people, and these people have the 9 characters, refined characters, that is choice, hope, belief, love, wisdom, honoring, gratitude, humanity, right? And perspective, appropriate perspective. Okay, so we have different perspective for different industry, and mentality. We need the right mentality. We need suitable competency, right? Suitable competency. It just needs suitable. It doesn't mean that it's good or bad, right? With some people in our organization, their competency is sitting there, they'll do nothing, just sitting there and watch for days and night. Okay, we can't say that competency is good, but that's very suitable. Without that person, no one's gonna sit there. Okay, sit there to do his task. And you see how wonderful that is, and whoever have that competency can apply into the position, right? And virtual ceremonies. Every time, if you want to position something, we just need to establish ritual and ceremonies. And reference system, we use 3 appropriate reference system, okay, in order to looking at life in 3 different perspectives. So our reference system is the 3 lens in life, and source concept in inner being coaching consulting specialist. We have few source concept we need to grasp, and the code is the code of inner beings is 3773. 3 reference system, 7 holistic well, 7 offerings, and 3 desired outcome. Okay, dream life, dream career, and realms of living. So whatever you want to do, you want to pass on this life, you need to follow this heaven ways is the legions, where dissolved people gather, benevolent is the word, and moral virtue for all, and you gather 15 a set of 15 source concept like this. Okay. So let's conclude here. Position offerings is offering what we currently have. What we currently have, that is wonderful. That is good. Okay, that's wholesome, and we pass it on for other people so they can be like us or better than us. And the level of position offerings is what is the simplest way is whatever we have within our course condition. If it's convenient, we pass it on to them. Okay, just like what you shared earlier, 10, 20 people, it doesn't matter. The same, whatever you have, you pass it on for someone. Okay, the simplest way to do it. The higher level to do it is in your profession. You compile it into a procedures and you pass that procedure to someone. And the highest peak of position offerings is when you see the whole pictures and you work diligently, you gather people, and then we contain them in our hearts. We love them, benevolent to them, and we lead them, we take them, we use our moral virtue and take them everywhere to do in the world. Okay. Okay, and someone asked that how can I support the organization? What is the condition? What is the condition? So Goldman said that first you have to be the person who have time freedom, financial freedom, and your purpose is to serve humanity. You go into it not to apply for a job. Okay, it's not because that you have too much time in your hand and you have nothing else to do. A person have nothing else to do. Okay, they also don't know anything. Okay, and we can work very scientifically, and it must have. Okay, it must be efficiently. Okay, a person who have time freedom doesn't mean that they sit there 24 hours a day doing nothing. Okay. So time freedoms mean that tomorrow you want to go somewhere and then you can arrange it to go if you want to. Okay, and next week if you want to go somewhere, even though you're working, you still be able to arrange your time to go. Right. And financial freedom doesn't mean that a person have a lot of money, but because you can arrange your life regardless of how much money you have, even that's a minimalist amount of money. The money doesn't really affect your life. Your mentality is to serve humanity. So you do not sit there and calculate whether you do this and get something, do that, and receive something. Maybe in our organization there's a lot of things to do, but there no position to take, and yeah. So the mentality is the most important. And some people, they already committed to pay them certain amount of money. Then those people, we call them the staff of the company. Okay, and to support the organization, it depends on your mind and your heart. For example, there's so many people currently supporting with. Okay, on Saturday, a lot of people practice giving. So a lot of master and master. Okay, they are helping as well. Okay, otherwise that's okay. All right, so it's like we go to do our probation, right? And there's a lot of people there. Okay, so if it is the staff who work in